Hey guys, hope you're doing well. This is Jason from Dream Canada. I'm here to wish you guys a very happy new year and hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are healthy. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And I wish nothing but good health and prosperity for all of you in this new year. I want to thank all my subscribers that have been there with me from day one. All the views, all the comments, all the subscribers have been amazing to me, and I just want to thank you guys in a very special way. I really didn't think that this channel would grow so much, but it's been a complete pleasure to bring you guys all the process information for Canada. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe because I keep uploading Canadian immigration processes and tips on how you can go about getting your PR without the help of an agent or a consultant or an immigration lawyer. I do make it a point to answer every immigration query in the comments section, and you guys can even reach out to me on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter. I've left my social handles in the video description and the channel description so that if you guys want to get in touch with any immigration queries that you may have, it may take a little time for me to respond back, but I'll make sure that I answer each and every one of you. And I assure you that I'm going to keep uploading process videos for Canadian immigration and all these tips and tricks that can help you get through with your immigration processes. I'm going to start this year on a positive note with a video on the benefits that you'll receive as a PR holder, which you won't receive if you come to Canada on a work permit or a visit visa or a temporary resident visa. So if you're thinking about immigrating to Canada this year, and if you're thinking about getting your PR for you and your family, then this video is really beneficial for you. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the benefits that you'll be entitled to as a PR holder.
The first benefit is the most obvious one, that you'll get the right to live, work and study anywhere in Canada. After you get your PR, you have the right to mobility to move, live, work and study in any province in Canada. Moreover, if you wish to study further in Canada after getting your PR, you won't have to pay the high student fees that international students have to pay, so your education would be much cheaper. You won't need any work visa or permit to stay in the country. You have the freedom to wait in the country for as long as it takes for you to get a job and work for any employer of your choice. The second benefit is the social benefits that you'll receive. You'll get most of the social benefits that a Canadian citizen receives. Benefits like free healthcare, education, and even free transport to your children to their schools are offered to PR holders. I'll elaborate on these benefits further down in the video. The only thing you can't do that a Canadian citizen can is vote. The next benefit is that permanent residency is the pathway towards Canadian citizenship. After 5 years of being a permanent resident, you'll be able to apply for Canadian citizenship and you can then get your Canadian passport. The Canadian government even permits you to opt for dual citizenship if your home country allows that as well. A Canadian passport will entitle you to travel to most countries in the world without any hassles or visa problems. You won't even need to apply for a visa for a few countries like Costa Rica, Bahamas, etc. So when you decide to go on a vacation, you can just pack your bags and leave. A few countries like India, China, Indonesia, Japan, Thailand, UAE, etc. won't allow you to hold dual citizenship. So for those countries, you'll have to forfeit your existing citizenship if you want your Canadian citizenship and a Canadian passport. But that's a no-brainer as you'll be getting so many benefits in Canada anyway. A very big benefit of being a PR holder is that you can sponsor your family members. You'll be able to sponsor your family members for their PR status like your parents, spouse, children and even your grandparents. The PGP program or the Parents and Grandparents program is one such example of an immigration program which can help your parents or grandparents get their Canadian PR very easily. I've made a process video for the PGP program. I'll add a link to this in the description box. Moreover, your spouse and children can also get their PR easily with points that they'll gain from you being a PR holder. They can then enjoy similar benefits like free healthcare and education, etc. If you're a PR holder, it's also much easier to buy your first home in Canada. When you decide to buy a home in Canada, you have to pay at least 20% of the home value as a down payment and the rest through installments. But under the first time homebuyer incentive plan, the government will sponsor 15% of your down payment amount to PR holders or citizens. So you just have to pay 5% of the home value, believe it or not, to buy your first home in Canada. Now don't be mistaken here, the 15% that the government is sponsoring on your behalf is basically a loan, So it'll be beneficial to you if you don't have a huge amount of savings already in your bank account, but you have good enough credit score and the earning potential to pay monthly installments on your home loan. This loan amount that you have to pay back to the government will have the same interest rate that you have to pay back to the bank, so you don't have to worry about higher interest rates for the 15% or any other hidden charges or anything. So let's say you want to buy an apartment costing 300,000 Canadian dollars. In this case, you would have to pay at least 60,000 Canadian dollars as a down payment for the apartment, which is 20% of the apartment value. So if you're a PR holder, out of this 60,000 down payment amount, the government will actually pay 45,000 Canadian dollars to the bank upfront, and you will have to pay just 15,000 Canadian dollars as a down payment for buying your first apartment in Canada, which is totally amazing. You of course have to have a good credit score and a good salary as well. I made a detailed video on how you can increase your credit score right from the day that you land in Canada. I'll add a link to this in the description box as well. If you're not on your PR and you're in Canada on your work permit or temporary resident visa, then you'll have to pay the entire 20% down payment amount from your own pocket. The next benefit is free healthcare, which is one of the major reasons why people choose to come to Canada. PR holders can enjoy complete healthcare benefits, which is completely free of cost. Now you won't even have to reimburse your hospital or clinic bills through insurance. You in fact won't have to pay a single penny after you are admitted in a hospital or a clinic. Prescribed medicines are to be purchased, but only after you're discharged from the hospital. Till you're admitted, all your medicines are free as well. There is a downside though. Dental and eye care are the only two aspects which are not covered in free healthcare. But this isn't too much of a problem, as most employers in Canada offer dental and eye care benefits. So make sure you clarify all your benefits with your employer before you start working, or else it will be very costly for you. As an example, a normal tooth filling in Canada will cost you around $300. A root canal will cost you around $800, and even a normal dental checkup would cost you around 150 Canadian dollars. Another big thing about having your PR is, let's say you're expecting a child and you're about to become new parents. The only expense that you'll have to incur for the delivery of your child in Canada is either the taxi fee from your house to the hospital and back, or if you have a car, then the parking fee at the hospital, which is about $20 to $25, and that is it. You don't have to pay for any admission charges, medicines, or any other hospital fee. Everything is done for you for free. And it's not that there are any corners cut just because healthcare is free in Canada. They'll take proper care of you. You'll be given proper doctor's appointments and time slots, and a nurse will be allotted only specifically to you to take care of you and your newborn child. That's how good I'm proud to say the healthcare system is in Canada. Now speaking of newborns, let me tell you about paternity and maternity pay that the government will pay you. That's right, PR holders not only get maternity and paternity leave, but paid maternity and paternity leave. Now your employer doesn't have any liability to pay you any amount per month. The entire amount will be paid every month by the government. After your child is born, PR holders will get 55% of their maximum salary that they were earning in the last 52 weeks for a whole year after the child is born. Now this amount will be paid to both you and your spouse. Talking about how much leave you'll actually get, between you and your spouse, you will get a total period of 1 year for which you can be on either maternity or paternity leave. So you can choose if the mother wants to stay home for the entire 1 year or the father, depending on both your work schedules and how much workload you both have. Generally, I would recommend the mother to take around the first 9 months off to recover and general childcare, and the father to take the 3 months after that to become a full-time stay-at-home dad to take care of the child. Now we spoke about 55% of your salary earlier, which you'll be receiving when your child is born. But what you might not know is that it's actually a form of employment insurance, which means that the government will pay you a maximum of $595 per week, even if you lose your job, which comes to around $2,400 per month for actually doing nothing. This employment insurance was a huge blessing to many PR holders who lost their jobs due to COVID-19 when they received at least $2,000 every month, which helped them for their daily grocery expenses, traveling, rent, etc. Depending on the unemployment rate in your province, you can receive this 55% employment insurance from 14 weeks up to a maximum of 45 weeks. 14 to 45 weeks is more than enough time to find a new job, and it's always good to know that you have employment insurance as a safety net. The number of weeks that you'll receive benefits does not change even if you move to another region or a province after your benefit period begins. The next benefit you'll be offered is free education. The education in Canada for PR holders and citizens is completely free of cost from kindergarten right until high school or grade 12. So if you're planning to start a family in Canada, or if you already have kids, then you can rest assured that their education will be taken care of completely free of cost. The quality of education in Canada, even in public schools, is of the highest standards, so you can enroll your kids even in public schools without thinking twice. Many schools in Canada even offer free transport services for their children, so that's great if you have a busy schedule and you can't drop your kids or pick them up from school every single day. It's much easier to set up your business or a startup if you're a PR holder in Canada. It's not necessary to work in an office under someone throughout your life in Canada. PR holders have the complete freedom to start a business or a startup, and banks will even help you out with loans based on your business plans and your structures. The registration process for your business is also very clear and straightforward, and it takes you less than 5 minutes to register, and then another 5 minutes for your business license to be emailed to you. So it's that simple. You'll find Canada to be a much better place to execute all your business plans and startup ideas compared to your home country. You won't find so many restrictions on your business setups in Canada. The next benefit that you'll get as a PR holder is an express immigration process at the airport. When you arrive in Canada with a temporary resident visa, visitor visa, or a work visa, immigration and security checks take much longer to clear, and you might be subject to multiple levels of immigration checks to determine your motive of visit, work purpose, family in Canada, employer checks, etc. And this takes a lot of time to clear. However, when you land in Canada as a PR holder, you won't be questioned at immigration and you will be out of the airport in just 10 minutes. You even have a different line at the airport which finishes your security checks much quicker. The next benefit is the low pollution levels. Now, although this is not subject to getting your PR, it's worth mentioning nonetheless. The pollution levels in Canada are very low owing to modern environmental care programs, lower population levels, and the vast expansion of the area of the country in itself. You'll be able to breathe a much cleaner level of air, and you'll see your health improving as you spend more time in the country. This is a great advantage owing to better quality of life for you and your family.
Alright guys, those were all the benefits that a PR holder is entitled to after he or she lands in Canada. If you like the content, do remember to hit the like button and remember to subscribe for regular updates on Canadian immigration processes. Again, you can also get in touch with me on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter. I've left the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, take care, and hope you guys have a great day.